We begin tonight with an investigation underway in East Anchorage after two young people were shot late Sunday night.
Now, police say officers responded to the 8,000 block of Boundary Avenue around 11:30 at night. They found two teenagers with gunshot wounds. Newly obtained video shows officers with guns drawn around squad cars on the highway late Sunday. We have not confirmed a link to this video and the shooting. Now, a neighbor who lives in apartments at Boundary Avenue in Muldoon said that she was in bed when she heard gunshots outside her window. She ran to help the victims and recalls the terrifying moments before emergency responders arrived. The teens were taken to the hospital. They had non-life-threatening injuries. The neighbor says one teen was shot in the abdomen, the other in the foot.
It's pretty terrifying. We've got a lot to lose, but just in that moment, when you just realize that that's, I knew that they were young men, but as that instinct kicked in, I was like, that's somebody's baby.
Now, police say the circumstances and motive behind the shooting remain under investigation tonight. Now to the interior, where family members are remembering the life of Jacqueline Wilder, a 71-year-old woman who was killed after a 13-foot trench she was digging collapsed in Delta Junction.
Now, according to Alaska State Troopers, Wilder and 68-year-old Paul Haybear were installing a septic tank when the collapse occurred July 31st. Family members tell us Wilder and Haybear met through the Seventh-day Adventist Church before becoming good friends and helping people with construction. They described Wilder as the quintessential Alaskan, handy, resourceful, and kind person to everyone she met.
Everybody that met her, knew her, loved her. She was a kind, gentle soul. Nobody has anything bad to say about her. It's been very, very difficult. We chatted with her daily. My mom spoke with her often. They talked on the phone almost every day, and we were just really devastated. She has left definitely a big hole in our lives.
We will have the expanded story of Wilder's full life and how her family is remembering her tonight on the Late Edition. A man paralyzed at Alyeska's Slush Cup is now more than 100 days into what his family is calling a miraculous recovery.
Georgina Fernandez has the latest on his journey and what his family hopes for the future.
Will's got some speed.
These are the moments before everything changed.
A lot of speed.
I was there.
You were there?
Yes.
Tiffany Schuyler, front and center, watching her little brother crash, finishing his run during this year's Slush Cup competition.
It's a hard reaction to describe. It honestly, the fight or flight instinct, it really was a fight instinct, immediate, help him.
Her little brother, avid Girdwood skier, 29-year-old Will Ingram, had a life-changing moment right before her eyes.
He is currently paralyzed, so he incurred a T7 break, and that means from here down, sensation is very limited.
Her adventurous brother now on a new journey, relearning one simple task as he undergoes spinal rehab care in Colorado.
It's kind of like a boot camp.
And while the healing is new territory,
that's where he is so strong.
It's his same personality from before.
He's a very positive person, and he sees the upside in everything.
That's pushing him forward.
That's going to take him the farthest through this journey.
As his family says, things change on a daily basis as they hold on to hope.
Part of the miraculous journey is that his spinal cord is still intact, and that just leaves the door open to endless possibilities.
What the future could possibly look like. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
Now, his sister tells us she hopes in the future Alyeska will have more safeguards so nobody else gets hurt. Well, the clouds have rolled in again and the winds are picking up.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry joins us now. Melissa, how long will these storms stick around?
Really, the biggest impacts will be about the next 12 hours. We'll see that wind sticking with us overnight, heavy rain into Tuesday, and then that will start to improve as we move into tomorrow afternoon. But the wind is already impressive. Peak gusts up to 60 miles per hour in Bethel. We're seeing between 50 and 60 from Kipnuk all the way into Cold Bay. At Anchorage, seeing peak gusts so far at 39 miles per hour, 43 in Palmer. Those winds will stay strong overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And then we're seeing heavy rain, no more than an inch, more than half of an inch in Bethel, Kotzebue, McGrath, Galena at 0.6 of an inch. And we're just starting to see those showers pushing into Anchorage and the rest of South Central. Also seeing that rain coming down in the interior. So the center of the storm, that's out in the Bering Strait region, but we have this front extending from Fairbanks through South Central and all the way into Bristol Bay. So a number of impacts from that combination of wind and rain. Heaviest rain will be in the Susitna Valley, 3 to 5 inches you need to be prepared for. Temperature-wise, not seeing much of a change. Low to mid-60s today. Those clouds are extending across most of the state at this point. Overnight tonight, we'll see that rain picking up in intensity. Still seeing the highest winds on the Anchorage hillside and in South Anchorage. And then we'll see a transition to scattered showers as we head into the second half of the day. We do have chances for some more rain later in the week. I'll have those details here in a few minutes.
Thank you, Melissa.
Well, welcome back. Early voting begins today for the August 18th primary.
Joining us is our political reporter, Will Courtney, to answer some of the questions about the bill. And Will, big day. What should voters know?
Becca, it is definitely a big day. Today, Alaska begins to decide its future. The Elections Division has all the early voting locations in their hours on its website. And as a reminder, this is not the ranked choice voting election. When you get your ballot, you'll be voting for one candidate. The ranked choice, where you rank multiple candidates, is in November. In this election, the top 4 winners are going to be advancing to that general election. One more thing, you may also notice a ballot proposition, and that'll be asking if campaigns should be limited in how much they receive. And today, our On the Record series with Alaska's gubernatorial candidates also launches. Of the 17 running, we got to speak to over 13 over the past 2 months. Here's just a few responses when asked about their plan for the economy and affordability.
So whether it's gas at the store or groceries at the store or what you're paying for housing in the state, it is all related to the cost of energy. And so the more affordable you can make that and reliable, and you have the right regulatory and permitting environment, you're going to see businesses grow in the state.
I want low-cost, cheap energy in Alaska. You know, I mean, everyone, it's well known that every growing economy has one thing in common. It's cheap energy.
One of the reasons why I focus first on a portfolio of energy, because that is a key to expanding the types and number of industries in the state.
You're seeing there, energy seems to be a lot of the answers when it comes to economy and affordability. And now, like I said, that's just some of the candidates and part of those 30-minute conversations. We have all 13 who spoke with us available right now on our website, as well as our free streaming apps.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.